Ray Davis is here, Bills running back. I hear you're one of the personalities on the team. What's going on, buddy?
How you doing? Doing pretty good.
Let's start here. Most fun thing you did in the offseason?
Most fun thing, I stayed in Buffalo. I got to learn a little bit about Buffalo. Took my first trip out of the country, which was Toronto. So got to do a couple of cool things.
All right, so let's back up here. There's a lot of people who maybe think you wouldn't want to spend time in Buffalo. Maybe you go somewhere else. Maybe you go to Miami. Maybe you go to Los Angeles. Lots of places. Or if you're going somewhere out of the country, you go to Europe and not Toronto. So let's break this down. The number one thing you learned about Buffalo the last few months was what?
Oh, the number one thing I learned is I still do not like blue cheese. That's what I learned.
This is a problem. This is a problem.
Hey, ranch, all the way, man.
Now,
have you ever had Wingstop ranch? Change your life. Change your life.
Because I'm not gonna mess around when I have wings and experiment with ranch. That's not proper behavior.
Hey, everybody out there that's listening, go try Wingstop ranch. You'll thank me later. That's all I gotta say.
This is not good. This is. I almost want to end an interview right now. Blue cheese is unbelievable.
Terrible.
It's what it's all about. Cameo in a movie. Take me through it.
I got to be in the movie. It was pretty fun. It was electrifying. I got to learn some things about myself. I was told I did a pretty good job.
Okay.
We'll see. And if I do.
What was the movie?
It's a Bills love story. It's a Hallmark movie.
I heard about
Christmas
this. I heard
movie.
about this. Yeah.
We got a good amount of people in it. I play a small part, but we have even more better people in it.
Do you like rom-coms and stuff?
I've never watched a Hallmark movie. This should be my first time watching a Hallmark movie.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
But what if you're just gonna get in the rabbit hole? You're gonna love this time next year when I come back and he's gonna be like, I've seen every Hallmark movie ever.
Probably won't, but I'll say some of that, yes.
All right, let's talk football. Newcomers who have impressed you. Take me through them.
Oh, I mean, I got to start with my Kentucky boys. Obviously, Max and Dion. See those guys continue to grow, and the sky's the limit for both of them. So to see them come in and just take it day by day and have fun. Honestly, I love Dorian Strong. DB out of VTech. He's just showed that aggressiveness and assertiveness, and he's just come along pretty well. And then obviously, I'm always going to talk about my guys. He's not a young guy no more, but Frank Gore Jr. He's had some great runs throughout this camp. Great pass blocking. He continues to get better and better and better.
I feel so old when I see Frank out there because I interviewed his dad right there 4 years ago. And it shouldn't make me feel old because of how long Frank Gore Sr. played in this league, but it's like Frank Gore Jr. is out here and he's making plays. I feel like we're gonna die soon.
It's crazy. I used to live next to Candlestick, literally right next to Candlestick in San Francisco. So Niner games, hearing Frank Gore run the ball for so many years and to be his son's best friend is even crazier to me.
That's awesome. Yeah, I really like that. Who was the guy you watched growing up that you aspired to be?
I mean, it was Chris Johnson during his Titan days. Come on. Obviously, I used to love being a Darren Sproles kind of guy because he was a small guy. It was a heart over height. But growing up, to be honest, if it wasn't for LT making me, I used to be a Chargers fan back in the day at 2-1. So if it wasn't for LT with the black visor just going crazy, I don't think I'd even fell in love with playing running back.
That's a good point. All right, so Josh, obviously, reigning MVP, you see him out there. When you're in the backfield and you're watching him up close, what do you notice about his game that the normal person would not?
He's out there having fun. I mean, that's really the biggest thing I can say is he's just having fun. And when you see one of your brothers having fun, you want to have fun with him. And that's kind of what he does. He brings you along. He's always going to have a positive energy. But, again, he reminds you that game that you played when you once were a kid, you're still playing the same game. And when it's time to compete, it's time to compete. When it's time to be with the guys, it's time to be with the guys. So as I get to see both sides of Josh, it's really fun to see a guy who can compete but loves to have fun at the same time.
Is there, take me through the interplay with the defense. You can tell the stress he's putting on defenses. They're trying to figure out what's going on. They're probably talking a little bit. What happens 5-10 seconds before a snap between Josh and the defense?
I'm pretty sure that defensive coordinator and that linebacker are sitting there how did we stop 17?
Right.
I mean, that's probably the biggest thing that goes on the defensive side is he can beat you in all facets of the game. He can run the ball, throw the ball. He can do some trick plays. I mean, Josh is an Army switch knife, and as a DC, that's hard to really defend when you got a guy that can do so many things.
What's the most impressive thing you've seen him do?
I'm biased only because it was thrown to me, but that Jets game when he ran all the way around, almost going out of bounds off one leg and threw it. Even the one he threw to Khalil against Baltimore, he's almost same thing to Keon. Like there's so many plays where he extends it and you think he's going out of bounds and he's launching the ball 40, 50 yards down the field.
Brandon Bean told me that he looks just at the stats, like the next gen stats, all that tracking stuff, and he's like the best. Josh himself has said he's the best throwing off basically almost on the sideline. He knows this stuff. He's not gonna, most people think he's taking a risk. No, he knows how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when you prepare and train to become the best, you got to be able to train in all areas, and that's what he's done.
I'm curious, I've asked a lot of guys. I was just in Baltimore the other day, and they're pretty tired of the Super Bowl or bust narrative because that ignores the process of July and August. And if you worry about January, you might overlook September and October, and then you got real problems. Take me through how you're processing the expectations of this season and how the guys in the locker room are.
We're all worried about, what's today, August 3rd? That's all we're worried about.
Yes.
We're worried about August 3rd. When the season comes, and we take it day by day. That's something, again, McDermott and our whole team, we live by, man. You got to be able to live in the moment and be where your feet is. And everyone always has that question of what are the Bills are going to be like, or is this the Bills' year? And, all we do is look at a blank piece of paper, and that's all that matters. All that matters is being where your feet is and being where you are.
We do three things with everybody. First, it's called badasses. Most badass team we've ever had. Could be on this team, could be on another team, could be in college. We know what a badass is in football. Take me through it.
I would go back to 2019 when I played at Temple. Felt like it was forever ago. We had a linebacker named Sean Bradley. We called him S. Played Maryland 2019. Minute left, fourth quarter on the goal line. He bursts through, makes a tackle twice, 2 fourth down stops. We beat Maryland, who was ranked, I think, 21 in the country.
Incredible. We call it one rep back. You get to redo any play of your career. What are you doing?
I wish I would have never went for that ball in the wild card game in the Broncos. I wish I would just let it go over my head. That's something I wish I got back.
It's a good one next. And then last thing, this is always the funny one. Worst game, the game, we call it rock bottom theater, probably in college for you because you've had a lot of success here. But like the game where you're on the sideline, you're just like, get me out of here. Take me through it.
I've never had that experience.
There you go.
Yeah,
okay.
I never had that experience, man. If I was meant to be in the game, I was meant to be in the game. If I wasn't meant to be in the game, it just wasn't my day that day. That's kind of how I look at things.
Last thing for you, give me something that would surprise people about Ray Davis. A TV show, a book, whatever it is. Like, take me through what Ray Davis likes.
Well, we already established that I did a cameo in the movie.
You did.
I actually have my own movie in the process right now. It's called Breakaway Ray. Got the script going, got a producer, got a director, got a whole team going. So, that's something to be on the lookout for. Hopefully we get filming on April and March. So that's pretty cool. I got so many more things. I love guest speaking. I love motivational speaking. So I have the opportunity to do that in a lot of places. So just be on the lookout for a lot of special things. But the biggest thing I will say is you're going to see Ray Davis impacting the world. If it takes one word or two words, it'll be said.
If I may ask, what message do you like to convey when you do the guest speaking, motivation speaking, knowing your story, obviously?
Yeah, one of my biggest things I always kind of tell people is that it's so cliche, but it's not about where you start, it's about where you finish, right? And I could sit here and mope and pout about where I started, and I could have gave up at that time, but then I just kept looking forward and kept seeing that there was a door open, and I kept walking through these doors, and at the end of the day, no matter what you go through, positive or negative, there is going to be some life lesson that you learn throughout that process, and however you view it is however you view it, and you go on and take the next steps to become the best person you can be.
Thank you, Ray.
Appreciate that.
Good message to end on.
Yeah.